craziest fights in NBA history. From benches clearing to punches thrown, these clashes left a lasting mark. Malice went after the MVP with force, but Yeek responded even stronger, turning up the intensity with brutal retaliation.
And Jokic, no!
Malice was caught off guard, and Tyler Hero didn't expect it. Either had ended up face-to-face with On Thompson and got completely overpowered.
And Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot.
LeBron wasn't holding back, was so fed up with Isaiah Stewart that the clash ended with Stewart bleeding. On the court.
Light him up, then Giannis. And then Jason Tatum. Stewart and LeBron. And everybody's coming out now.
Yeah, he must have caught an elbow or something, but...
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes Stewart.
Yeah, I think he's a little upset.
You've got coaches, you got security guys.
Deep shot to the face is bad enough, but going after a player's manhood, after Dylan Brooks went low on Donovan Mitchell, the game quickly turned into an all-out wrestling showdown.
Hold on! Official is down. The head coaches are in the middle of it.
That move was pure disrespect, but the next moment was just as intense, as Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard got into a fierce scuffle, right in the middle of the game.
Something to Dwight, and I don't know what happens from there. They end up shoving one another, and it's like, this happens throughout the...
Taking on a franchise star or one of the league's toughest players is never a smart move. Just ask Marcus Smart, who got knocked down when Trae Young stood his ground.
2011, White got the lay-in, and now a foul on Boston. They say no shot, and Quinn is still screaming. And now we got a tussle underneath. And of course, Marcus Smart's right in the middle.
That was wild, but things got just as intense when MoMA had Austin Rivers totally heated.
Watch the top of the screen right here. Austin Rivers down there on their bench. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I don't know what was said before a NBA player to hop out of his bench seat and throw punches.
But nobody handled their issues quite like Allen Iverson. He was just hanging out at practice with Carmelo Anthony when things suddenly blew up into a full-blown water fight. He got hit out of nowhere, just like when Kevin Garnett took a surprise in.
A lot of agony, and Peeler goes after him. Peeler threw 2 left elbows at Garnett.
Well, I'm going to say this.
Garnett was in agony when Pierce zeroed in, unleashing two brutal left elbows. Let me tell you, that was a moment nobody saw coming.
And I'll tell you, Scotty and Michael, I said, Dennis, you're not getting in anything right now.
I always thought KG was tougher than that, but no one ever said Dennis Rodman was soft. When Rodman clashed with Shaq, his own teammate stepped in and ended up choking him out.
Nearly lost it. Shaq has it. His jumper is short. Oh, and now a fight breaks out between Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs.
Chris Childs punched him twice.
And Kobe is hot.
That was intense, but believe me, things are about to get even more brutal with Kobe Bryant in the mix.
And put back, no, it did fall.
Now Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller having a go at it. And I mean, we got fist throwing. Here come the benches. Bo Hill is out there. Bill Jackson's going out there. There'll be fines handed out all over the...
Kobe never held back, but Michael Jordan was on another level when it came to rivals. Reggie Miller was one of the rare players who believed he could take on Jordan. But one game between them quickly turned into an all-out brawl.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Oh, Draymond has got Gobert in a chokehold. This is ridiculous. Draymond Green should be done.
Shove made Mike see red, but it was a single punch to Klay Thompson that pushed his teammate to step in.
What's going on in the corner over here?
There is Giannis.
Giannis going to the locker room.
Going into the locker room.
Don't ruin a great evening.
No.
CIA and NIS went absolutely wild for a basketball after setting a Bucks franchise scoring record and dropping a career-high 64 points. The Greek Freak expected the game ball to head straight to the trophy room, but after the game, he felt like the Pacers were trying to give him trouble, and he wasn't having it.
One of our assistants, Mike Weiner, had the basketball. Had a basketball, not the basketball, a basketball. Right. And he walked off with it, and I think Giannis saw it, and they had the ball the whole time, which has been proven.
Single quotes as some action happening over in the corner. Giannis is heading straight to the locker room. Don't spoil an incredible night like this. But after all the chaos, it turned out he was just freaking out over nothing.
Before the gather, and he never put the ball back down. And I think another technical foul's been handed out. Now Ingram.
Tensions flared between the stars. In the 2018-19 season, a foul on James Harden set Brandon Ingram off in a fiery rage, and the situation quickly escalated.
Now Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches. Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches. There's going to be suspensions for this one as Rondo immediately heads back to the locker room.
Down. Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo took things to the next level. What started as trash talk quickly turned into something much more intense.
He was a great trash talker. And he's like, Charles, y'all better get this old man off me. I'm telling you. And he's just roasting.
His trash talk backfired. He was running his mouth at NBA legend Dr. J like there were no consequences.
Oh, and a fight between Jay and Bird has broken out on the court. And Moses Malone takes Bird down. He's got him in a headlock.
Jay hitting Bird as he's being held from behind.
Larry was on fire, scoring 42 points. But one more word from him finally pushed Dr. J past his breaking.
Off the ropes. Oh, right hand connected. Keep working, Jay. Oh, another right hand.
Unanimous decision for your winner, Sugar Shane Mosley.
His coach, just like Pat Riley, wanted to know, and my teammates wanted to know, if I had to, am I gonna put him down? I said, yeah.
And all of a sudden, he comes and knocks me out of the air.
They started with a kiss, and now they're elbows.
I get up as if to say, what
Very unusual for Magic to be acting the way he is on the court.
Game on it, too. They got to get a shot off, and they don't.
Bet Larry Bird never crossed the line again. But Shaq's most brutal fight wasn't even in the NBA. In 2009, on his show Shaq vs. Shaq took on top athletes in their sports, and when he stepped into the ring with boxing legend Sugar Shane Mosley, he got absolutely pummeled.
Did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the Warriors?
It wasn't the argument, it was the way that everybody, Steve Kerr act like it didn't happen, Bob Myers and tried to just discipline you and think that would put the mask over everything. I really felt like that was such a big situation for us as a group. The first time we went through something like that, we had to get that shit all out. Mm-hmm. We just needed to throw all of that shit out on the table and say, yo, Dre, K, like that was fucked up that we even had to go through that. Let's just wipe our hands with that and go finish the task. I don't think we did that. We tried to dance around it. I just didn't like how all of that, just the vibe between all of that, it just made weird to me.
And Larry Brown, Isaiah Thomas, George Karl, like that. There was a little beef at that point in time.
Okay.
For whatever reason, right? Starting in the summer league of that summer.
All right.
So now I don't know none of this. So we go play, and the game is, it's getting out of hand, and we win it. And I see Isaiah
get thrown out of the game, and now hopefully cooler heads will prevail. Greg Robinson throwing a punch, Smith coming right back at him, and this has turned ugly. Robinson getting involved, grabbing Smith after the Ushers trying to get Smith still trying to throw some punches there. The Ushers quickly trying to break it up. Another punch is thrown. Anthony, and now Jeffrey's going at it. This is turning into some kind of disaster right now. If they don't hold on to some of these players, Jeffries needs to hold